So Mari, I'm so excited to be working with your piece. And I'm wondering, as you were writing When Thunder Comes, what were some of the most exciting moments that you sort of put together as a composer with the text?
Let me think. It was, first of all, it was a lot of elements put together because of the taiko, and the text had so much color and different directions it could go in. So I was kind of focused on getting a melody. And that one line, the civil righteous orphanage being meek, is kind of like the main idea. So that's why I bring it into a unison at that point.
Right. And we were just working on that this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, we were. So the interesting thing about this piece is we kind of struggled to find text for a while. And then all of a sudden one of our singers sent us this poem.
It was perfect.
It was like, and I sent it to you I was so excited about it. I sent it to you thinking, oh, I hope she likes it, I hope she likes it. And then you were like all over it. So I'm so excited about this poet that we're working with. His name is J. Patrick Lewis, and he's the Children's Poet Laureate for the United States. He was in 2013. And so when we sent you this poem, what did you think, and how did the poem influence what you were creating?
Well, there's lines of text. I was going to make a comment about the book.
Yeah, good.
It has this. It's kind of like it's a child's book.
It's a children's book, yeah.
But all of the poetry covers civil rights leaders.
Right.
For racial justice, LGBT justice,
labor rights, I think,
anti-war, all kinds of civil justice, and each page has got its like own color theme and its own little capsule of time. So the poem comes at the very beginning. It's a sonnet, and it kind of is a general introduction, kind of like summary about the poem.
Welcome to this book. Yeah.
And so it's the poem itself has a lot of different allusions and whatnot.
And the poem talks about three different characters that are in his book of poems, and these are referenced in your piece. So one of them is Harvey Milk, who we're familiar with from San Francisco.
And then there's Helen Shea and Sylvia Mendes. And Sylvia Mendes, these are some kind of older, earlier 20th century. I think she was born in the 30s. I could be wrong. But she was responsible for, as a child, challenging segregation in schools. She was Mexican-American in Southern California. And she actually, a lawsuit came out of it, and it just led to desegregating. Right. But she's spent her life doing this kind of racial justice leadership.
Yeah. And then our third character,
Helen Shea.
Yeah.
Well, her parents, I believe, were born in Shanghai, and she was born in New Jersey. So she's an anti-Vietnam voice, a very prominent LGBT also activist. She's a lesbian.
A journalist. Yeah.
So, and Asian American, of course.
Yeah.
So there's these layers, and talk about intersections.
Yeah. Like we had the title of our concert, Queer Thunder, before this poem ever showed up, and the poem is called When Thunder Comes. And I love the way that as a composer, you worked in thunder, in the taiko drums, of course, but then there's this place where the basses and tenors stomp, and we get this thunderous sound. Can you talk about the ringing of the bells a little bit?
Oh, okay. So it's, let's see, I'm trying to think of the exact text there.
I know a million bells will drown out fear.
That's the other main idea in the whole poem, and it's interesting because I knew that was going to be a climactic moment, but there was this like ringing a small bell, and it gets to this idea that one voice, one person, has as a whole movement, as a whole community, and our activism, we're made up of one
voice. So join us for Queer Thunder, April 16 and 17 at Hopkins High School. We'll look forward to seeing you there, and you'll get to meet Mari.